Okay, before we start, I actually really have I'm very curious about this. So,
yeah, what's up?
Do y'all actually know me, or do you just like, or like, this girl's creepy?
No. We remember everyone's names and everything from Twitter and everything. We recognize everyone.
Okay.
We're not lying to you. We're not lying to you. We knew who you were when you said it.
We're like, it's Robin, let me look her up. No.
No, we knew who you were when you messaged us.
Okay. So, do you know of my YouTube channel, or do you just like, nah?
We've actually been on it before. We watched some of your reactions. We were laughing out loud. Which one was it? Hold on. I'm looking it up now because I can't remember which one it was, but I remember we watched it and we were crying.
What?
Yeah. It was actually a recent one. Hold on.
We don't watch a lot of people's randomly, but when we're friends with someone we watch, we like to watch them. We like to watch them.
Oh my god.
I'm going to your channel right now.
Oh god. A recent one. Oh, what's recent? Because I haven't done an MV reaction since like early June.
Like recent, like towards the top of your page, recent. You know.
Okay.
It was what's it called? The Produce 101, the super hot stage.
Oh my god.
Thumbnail, we were crying.
I feel so bad for y'all to watch that.
No, it was so good.
Oh my god, I couldn't. My son, he's my son, Samuel, my son. Okay.
You can't help but feel that
relatable. You're just a small boy.
Exactly. Hey everyone, it's your girl Robin coming at you. And that probably looked very horrible. But whatever. So today, I'm back with another interview. I don't do interviews that much anymore, if you guys didn't know. Like, hello, back with interviews. And I will be doing a lot more interviews in August as well. But today is kind of like a very impromptu interview. It was not planned, just happened within 20 minutes. Like, hello, let's do it now. I'm like, okay. So today I have actually a channel that I recently got into back in early June. They're really funny. I started watching them because of their interactions with GOT7. Oh my goodness. And they are your sweet guys, so please introduce yourselves.
Okay, first of all, great intro.
Yeah, thanks for making it sound cool.
We just told you guys who we are. I'm Alana.
I'm Peggy.
And we are
your sweet guys.
And we do the same thing that Robin does. We have a K-pop YouTube channel, so.
They're this 8th and 9th member of GOT7, if y'all know.
That is correct. Why is G7?
Exactly. So, we're just gonna start off with like very simple questions just in case my viewers or some viewers of yours don't know you that well. So, first off, the first question I have is, who is your ultimate bias group?
Group?
Yes.
Listen.
Okay, we're gonna have to apologize to some of our sweeties because we have multiple.
Yeah, it's a very stiff competition.
Bias groups. But probably GOT7 because we've seen them in real life a trillion times.
It'd be kind of disrespectful to them at this point if we didn't say them.
That's also a reach. It's nowhere near a trillion. It's only a couple. It's a handful of times, but that handful really solidified it.
Oh, jeez. Okay, and who is your ultimate bias? JJP! All I have to do is applaud people who like JJP because everyone's just like, we don't like both of them. I only like Jinyoung, or I only like J-pop. I'm like, excuse me.
Not in this camp. Yeah. Not in this
camp. We have the individual ones, but it's them as a group.
Exactly.
JJP's comeback is happening.
Can we talk about that for a second? Like
who put in a favor with JYP? Who asked for that?
We never thought we'd be so lucky, right?
Right? Okay, the next question is going to get kind of deep, or if you want it to get deep. On his face. It is, how and when did you get into K-pop?
Okay, it's kind of like we've answered this question a few times, so it's kind of turned into a spiel because it's a long-winded story.
Just go for it. Just go.
Say our first experience, I guess, would be when we saw the Wonder Girls open for the Jonas Brothers in 2009.
Yeah. That was so long ago. Oh my god.
I mean, we went for them, if we're gonna be honest. That was their whole life. Yeah, still love them, but. That was our first like experience of seeing a K-pop group, so we kind of like knew what it was. Like we never really had like a big slam in the face, this is K-pop sort of moment, you know? Because like since it was 2009, 2009, we were obviously, you know, waist deep into the Jonas situation. So we like knew what it was, and then a couple of like 2-3 years later or something, we saw a Big Bang music video and stuff, so we were like knew that it was like much cooler than most things.
And more things started popping up where it's like you're just on YouTube and you see stuff and you're like, what's this?
So then we started to like and get into it, but then we found in the last since 2014-ish, or moving from 2014 to 15, we started to like really get into the whole like following the groups and like getting into the whole world of it and all that stuff. Like we liked the music and the videos the whole time, so it kind of went from like little bits to then suddenly we were like all up in all of it, and now we would like put our life on the line for so many people.
Yeah. And it's just,
we started to pick our favorite groups, and those are the ones that we will, and that's why we throw those for.
Yeah. It's just interesting to see like on how YouTube, whenever they do that recommended thing, you click on it because of the thumbnail mostly, and you're just like, oh, that looks like an interesting thumbnail, and you just keep clicking and clicking away. That's what I find interesting and really cool about YouTube as it's like progressed since 2007, which is really cool.
love some good clickbait, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Next question is, what fandoms would you be considered to be a part of?
Okay, hardcore, mom babies, agaves, carrots, XOL, army. Those are like our top 5, but we're not counting out anyone else because like we're also Tinkerbells, and we're not gonna say we're not. We're also top class. So there's a part 2.
Angel.
Bet.
Angel. Sorry, had to.
There's a ton.
Team Top Bays, love them.
Yeah. We always try to, when we're answering questions, cut it off at our top like 5 fucking things so we don't go on forever. But
yeah. I know how you
We're
feel.
very multi-fandom.
I know how you feel. Because, like, honestly, I can only do top 3 because after that, it's just, like, I don't know.
There's so much happening.
There's too many people.
They do too many things, and then once they stop doing something, your next group does something, and you're like, cool.
Or they do them at the same time. Or you just have that one that just does it at the same time and screws it all over, and you're just like, okay, I just died, and then the next performance is your other bias group, and you're like...
And every
time you see someone, you're like, I don't know if I could love anyone more. And then it's like, I don't know if I could love anyone more.
Exactly. Like, that was me whenever Teen Top had their comeback and they were performing around, they promoted at the end of GOT7 for Never Ever.
That's too much to handle.
I was dead. Like,
it's exhausting.
It really is. Okay, the next question is, why did you decide to create your YouTube channel?
You know,
a couple of reasons.
Mostly boredom.
And there was no one else around us that even liked K-pop or listened to K-pop or anything, so we were like, we're the only ones. We know there are other people out there, so let's start a channel and just be ourselves and be weird, and then we got a ton of friends from it.
That's insane. Like, and you guys just started a year ago too, right?
Yeah, it was March of last year.
It's like, first off, you started like your YouTube channel with GOT7's Fly. Like, I saw that reaction. And what would you say was going through your mind at the time of you uploading this video, and what kind of response did you get after making this reaction?
When we first decided to, like, we were like, okay, we're gonna film it and we're gonna put it up and just see what happens. We were like, no one's gonna watch. We can't even get our family to watch.
We were really nervous too filming it.
We were like, no one's gonna see this, so let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
And then a couple people saw it, and then we were like, should we keep uploading videos?
Yeah.
Should we keep doing it? And we were like, because it's fun, and we like watching the people and talking about the people and playing games.
And we didn't wait too long to start making different videos where we wanted to just like talk about stuff, because that's what we wanted to do originally. We wanted to like make videos and like do things as like create
content.
Right. Reacting was kind of just like us like getting our feet wet into it to be like, let's post a video and just have one out there and like do it. So then we started making ones where we were talking about stuff, so then people kind of came and started having conversations with us about things and about like biases and all that, and so it kind of became more back and forth thing, and that made us way more comfortable to.
It's less of oh, this is our reaction and you guys can watch it. It's
more like we're related.
This is who we want to end up with, and everyone's like same.
Yeah, I get you. Oh my god! Okay, sorry. Someone just emailed me about my merch. Okay, that's exciting. Okay, so.
Business.
I just lost where I was. Hello, where am I? Oh, okay. So now we're gonna like do a little promote session. So can you guys like explain what you do on your channel other than just MV reactions for the people who don't know?
Yes. Okay, so our biggest thing is that we don't want to be called like a reaction channel because those we think are like, that comes second to the things we do. So we like to come up with games, and we do some of the YouTube challenges where it's like, try not to do this, try not to do that. But our favorite thing is finding random things around the house, or whether it just be like a piece of construction paper, or like a box to put questions in, and we like to come up with like our own fun things to like, and other people when they see it, we want them to do it too. So we have a game that we do, it's a face mashup, and we like put different people's parts of their faces together, and then we try to guess it, but we're like, if someone else does that and they did it because we made it, and it's like, oh my god, now everyone's doing it and this is fun.
And we like to think of like things, like normal things, like we did the Hunger Games generator, or we did Mad Libs, like we were like, how can we turn anything we do into something about K-pop and the groups that we like to talk about, and that type of thing. We like to like flip
Take
things
what we
over.
already know,
right,
and turn it into K-pop,
and just make it about stuff we like to talk about, because we like to make everything about the people that we love.
Exactly. We're like, we like doing the reactions because we like
to be excited with everyone
at the same time, and we are very selective about our reactions also. But
there are some that we wait up till 5 a.m. literally to do it right then. We're waiting to watch the video just like any other fan that's out there. So we don't think that we like we don't want to be like, oh no, we're gonna wait to watch this music video so we can make a video for it. We're watching this now, so we're just gonna film it now. Like, and we don't care if it's 5 a.m. or whatever. If we're up and we're watching it, we might as well just record it. But we never like to. Sometimes we'll miss something, or we're not together, so we'll have to put something off. But with our people that we care about the most, we don't care to like be reacting. We just like, we never like set it aside to do it for videos.
Oh, well, reacting.
We just make videos of what we're doing anyway.
Reacting, we're doing it. It's our phase, but we like to be like we're like a creative channel. So we take pride in our reactions, but we take more pride in the games and stuff that we make up ourselves.
In the OK corner.
In the OK corner.
And then I have one more question about your channel. Do you ever like have the thought of not just like doing K-pop, but like doing something else, or like doing vlogs or something like that? Have you ever had that thought, or are you just like, no, straight K-pop?
We've definitely thought about it. We've definitely talked about it. We did one video that was kind of starting to venture out, and we meant to do more things like that, but it just hasn't come up yet. But we did like trying on like the lip tint peel thing, and we kind of made that a little bit about K-pop just because we didn't want to venture too far away at random.
We would do vlogs, but those cost money. You have to travel to a place,
and the only places we go are K-pop concerts, so those end up being about K-pop as well. But we've always said, like, we both have talked to each other forever about like wanting to go to different places and try different stuff. If we ever got to do those things, we would definitely want to include it. But as of right now, pretty much everything we do is based around the concerts we go to anyway. So it ends up just being about that.
And like channel-wise, Peggy already said it like mostly, but the whole like base of the channel is K-pop, and we're not like, oh, people will not like the channel if we do other stuff besides K-pop, but we are like, right now that's the lane we're on, and then if down the road we want to branch out, we might do it like slowly, but we're definitely like thinking.
But we want to like do as much as we can within one area before we try to step out.
It's only been a year, and we haven't like run out of stuff.
Okay. That's true. And then like, I'm pretty sure like some of your viewers, or if you want to call fans, I don't like calling them fans. I like to call them
everyone's our friend. We call them our friends.
See, I call them my number ones. So
I like that.
Yeah. So like, would you like, if someone would to request like, oh, I want to see what you guys do on the daily, or I've recently been getting a lot of questions about like, hey, can you do a video about like what you film, what you used to film, what you used to edit and stuff like that, would you be willing to do that?
Definitely. We would show the daily ones probably less up because we don't do anything. Our daily, it would be, okay, this is
it'd be us scrolling on Twitter probably.
Going to the fridge, scrolling on Twitter, going to the fridge again.
And like we've been asked before to do like a getting ready type video or something with us, but like we're not really at a point where we feel like there's a lot of like stuff that would be like fun to like be watching, because it's like since I just like stay here most of the time, I'm like sitting on the ground doing my makeup. Like it's not a very like scenic situation, right?
A lot of the behind the scenes stuff is like there's not a lot that goes into it, and if we makes sense. And
Right.
you guys are probably joking.
We like set stuff up on boxes and like use like school books as a camera rig. Like we don't feel like we have a lot to be showing people yet. But
maybe if it comes to like concert wise, like we go to a concert, we could maybe in the future be like a Moss X Get Ready With Me, but also it would just be us crying. So
I know that feeling,
Yes.
100%. I know that feeling. Awesome. So, next is, who or what would you consider being your inspiration for starting YouTube?
I feel like
we don't actually watch YouTubers.
we don't really. I don't really
familiar
have
with.
one. We like knew that's what some people did just from seeing, like you said, like seeing suggested videos on like music videos and stuff. But we never like got into anybody and then were like, we want to do this. And not to take away from anyone who does it, because people have been doing things for so long and there's a lot of people who make great stuff. But we kind of just, since our whole thing is us just being ourselves and doing our own thing, sometimes, at least for me, I don't want to speak for a lot of that, like, I don't like to watch too much other people's stuff because then I start to compare and I feel like,
K-pop, I watch like YouTube videos where it's just like random stuff, but K-pop wise, I don't watch any other like there are people that we are subscribed to because we're friends with them and stuff. Robin, you're one of them. But the ones where it's like we upload every Tuesday and Thursday, like I'm not up on a schedule with someone that uploads on a schedule.
yeah, we don't necessarily follow.
So our inspirations for the channel were ourselves.
Yeah.
We inspired ourselves, and we were let's be the sweet guys and find some sweet guys.
Yeah.
And that's what.
That's really interesting. I've never really heard of that, because usually someone will inspire someone to start something, and seeing that you guys just wanted to go for it, and that could be inspiring to others that want to start a YouTube channel.
Thank you.
So that's actually really cool. Like everyone I've ever interviewed, and that's only like 5 people, they've always said like, oh, this person has inspired me, or like it's not even someone of the K-pop genre, it's someone ridiculous. Like before, whenever I interviewed Ashley, multifaceted ACG, she said, I can't remember who she said, but it was someone completely out of the K-pop genre.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome to see that you guys just started off and just went for it and didn't like have any inspiration. You just wanted to see what happened. That's really cool.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
She's like, oh, just me, whatever.
Okay, so what are some of your favorite moments off of your YouTube channel?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, some of the things that I think we could separate into two categories, because we have things that we've done like challenge-wise, where like
really fun.
I put headphones on Peggy, but I hit her in the face, and that was like the funniest thing that we've ever done as a channel. Or like me eating the beans.
Yeah.
I did like a Bean Boozle type thing, and I was like, I'm not eating these.
Lana like refuses to take any of our
I won't do
punishment.
any punishment, no. But then we have stuff that happened in vlogs, like how we got to Skype with Bam Bam, and like we only ever did that because we like applied online and everything happens on the internet and the internet's cool. But or like the vlogs we do where we have stuff that we meet everyone at all the Got 7 fan meets and everything, and it's like we wouldn't be
like
going
meeting
there and
people that we
filming
talk to
stuff.
all
Yeah,
the
our
time.
friends from the channel would be going there and filming for anything if we didn't have a channel.
Yeah. And we love
We
doing
would be
that.
going, but we wouldn't be filming.
Yeah. And as far as like the games and stuff that we do, I think we always like doing the ones where we don't like know necessarily what the outcome's gonna be or what we're gonna do, so we end up just like screaming and crying at each other. Like, those are our favorite ones to like film, where we're like, we have so much fun doing
And
this.
the OK corners, we know what we're putting in, but we never know what we're gonna pull out. So we're like, let's yell about it. So those ones always end up being 3 hours long, and we just yell about everyone we love.
Yeah. See, I really enjoy watching y'all's channel because y'all aren't just MV reactors like you said. You guys have other things that, you know, some YouTubers are either scared or just don't want to do because they're weird. Like, with me, I'm also kind of different because I have like, apparently, as some people would say, 3 channels in one. Whereas I do MV reactions, dance covers, rants, you know, I do all of that. And everyone's like, you have like 3 channels in one. And I'm like,
yeah, it's amazing.
So, like, with y'all come up with interesting things to put on your channel. And, you know, you also have I always forget the name of it, even though you were talking about it, but you have that series on your channel going on where you
The OK corner.
Yeah, the OK corner. Good lord, Robin, get your shit together. But like, you guys have the OK corner that you guys will do every now and then, just to talk with your fans or viewers and that's really interesting, and to see that you guys are coming up with new things not every time you upload, but every now and then, which is really, really cool.
That means a lot to us because we like to be like thinking on our toes and be creative and not just what are we gonna upload? Oh, let's just do a reaction. We're like, what are we gonna upload? We sit and we think about it and we play a game and do a lot. So it means a lot that you said that. Thank you.
No problem. And what are some of your upcoming goals for your channel or just for yourselves?
Ooh. Well, we did have an exciting thing we realized today, which we have already talked to Robin about. We are so close to hitting 10,000 subscribers, which doesn't even make sense.
We can't. It's weird.
We hit 100. We literally would hit, like, when we hit 100 subscribers, we were like,
yeah, didn't understand.
No way, like 100. We were like, even 10. We were like, why are people following us? Why are people subscribing? Why are you guys our friends already?
And we're really excited about which we started this like project that this like multi kind of part project that we've been doing with people where we had a day in the life or week in the life of a K-pop fan, and like had everyone like send in different videos and things like that, and like we got to do stuff together, and we have a couple more things planned that we're starting soon. Like we wanted to do like a lip sync type video, and then another fun thing that we're gonna put together, and we're excited to expand to like connect people from as far away as possible and like make it wider, but then have everything even like closer together.
We're all in this small world, but we all live in this big world.
Right.
Small world K-pop, the world of the world.
Yeah. That's really like, Jesus, like I keep getting more and more impressed the more I talk to y'all, because like, Lord.
Oh my god.
I'm like starting to like slowly faint, like,
Robin's gone now.
It's like when Bam Bam noticed me. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's really cool that you guys are having like all these new ideas come out. Like I said, like no YouTuber has done before. Like that's really interesting. And the fact that you're wanting to bring like all of your viewers together and make a video or something like that with them. That's really interesting, and I've done that before as well with my viewers, and it's really fun. It's really, really fun. So I wish y'all luck with that.
As a group, you know?
we're the ones that have the channel, but everyone all of our friends make up the channel. So we're not gonna just be like, we're gonna upload a ton of videos with just us in it. We want everyone to be involved and included. And there are some people who might not want to make a channel and might only like are willing or want to send a video to us to put in our video, but they're like, I don't want to fully make a channel because I'm like too nervous or whatever, and that's fine. But then they send us a video and they're like, we are so happy I was included in it, and all of the friends were there, and everyone felt like one big group, and that's why we like doing it. We don't want it to just be us, we want everyone to be involved.
Yeah, that's really cool, and I wish you guys good luck with that.
Thank you.
The next question I have is, I don't know if you'll be able to answer this. Maybe, maybe not. Even though you are fairly new to the K-pop YouTuber community and game, would you say the K-pop YouTuber community has progressively gotten bigger and closer together, or bigger and further apart? Some examples would be like friendships and collabs.
Okay, we've seen a lot more channels pop up. Like what you said at the beginning, that we don't really like
go too deep into it,
like to see other stuff, but like suggested and just seeing on Twitter the new channels popping up, it like seems like it's getting bigger channel wise, but we personally feel like we've gotten closer to like a really like a small group of people reaction wise, and we never thought that would happen. We were like, we'll stay like this and just be the sweet guys, and then we branched out and have met a bunch of people. So it's cool that all these channels are coming up.
Right, we didn't think we'd become as connected as we've like started to feel like we are, that like we could have that sort of like camaraderie with people. We didn't really know that that's how it like worked, or that's how it was going to be.
And we don't feel any type of there's no competitive nature about it. Everyone's doing their own thing, everyone's friends with everyone, everyone's super nice.
Yeah, everyone's like doing the same
We only went to KCON last year in New York, but like seeing like how people come up to everyone, and then this year we saw a bunch of people that we know go, and they all met up with each other and all hung out. And we're like, that's so cool, we wish we went. And it's like everyone's getting bigger but also getting closer at the same time. Like there's a bunch more happening, but everyone's still accepting everyone.
Yeah. And like, I think something that's interesting with y'all is like, I think every YouTuber has this, as they go in with this certain mindset of, oh, I just want to do this to see how it goes and stuff like that. And the fact that it can get bigger and you can like get known by other YouTubers is just mind-blowing, because literally I will always remember whenever Dre and Ashley, they were, I guess you would consider my inspirations for YouTube. Well, first it was Dre, because I actually watched him back in 2012. Whenever he said that he knew who I was in an interview, I was like, excuse me?
You're like, who?
What? Who? Me? Robin? No, you're thinking about like Robin Hood, not me. Like, it's not me.
I don't know her.
Exactly. So like, and like he had to make sure, like he was like, oh yeah, it's K-pop 101 Robin. And I'm like,
you're like, oh okay. Oh,
it is me. But you know, it's just, everyone has that like mindset of, oh, I just want to see how this goes, and it just, if it takes off, it takes off, and like so many people know you, and that's just insane. So
it really is.
It's funny how like it's kind of what we've just been saying, but that's how small the world is, like the K-pop world is, and like even within the K-pop world, the K-pop YouTube world is. But it's like weird how like wide it can go at the same time.
Yeah. So now there are some people who would like to become a K-pop YouTuber but don't know exactly where to start. What do you think is a good start for these people, and do you have any advice for those people?
The first piece of advice I just want to throw out is always be yourself. Obviously there's people who inspire you. If they inspire you to make a channel, that's amazing and great. But like, you don't have to not copy someone, because if you want to, totally, that's do your own thing. But like, don't think you have to, if you're making a channel, don't think you have to change because of what the internet says, or what people, or what you feel like you're being influenced to change into. You don't have to be yourself, you just have to be yourself, and that's you.
Yeah, there's no recipe for like a successful channel or a successful person in any capacity in life. So if you see someone else doing well and they do this and that doesn't mean if you do this and that, it's going to have the same result. So you might as well just be yourself and do your own thing and be genuine, and somehow eventually it'll hit a spot where it starts to work out in your own way. And so it's like, if you're trying to do things because you see that this person acts like this or this person does this, I should also do that because then I'll have the same thing. That won't necessarily happen, and then you'll end up not feeling like yourself, and then you're like, what even is happening?
Yeah.
So as long as it's like, then you just keep being yourself, then you'll find people who feel the same way as you, and like, we've always just been ourselves, and we have people who come to us because we're similar and we connect with them, and there will be people who connect with you no matter who you are or what you act like.
And if we're talking like channel-wise and what you should do, don't think, oh, well, I'm going to be like a K-pop YouTuber, so the first thing I should do is a reaction. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So if you're sitting down, you're like, what am I going to do? Just do whatever you're feeling. If you want to make up a game, do that. If you want to do a reaction, do a reaction. That's the first thing we did. So it's really it's your channel. Don't not take other people's stuff, that's not what I'm saying. Don't think like, this person does this, so if I don't start like that, I won't be successful. If you're successful in your own way, if you just be true to yourself.
And then I have one last thing to add into that is, since I also get this question a lot, I would also have to say, don't be afraid of the, oh, hello voice, where did you go?
Happens classic, everyone.
Classic.
I would also have to say is, don't be afraid of the haters. I mean, a lot of people aren't gonna like you, and if they don't, whatever, just brush them off. Like,
don't let the haters stop you from doing your thing.
Exactly. Because
do your own thing, and it's like, there are people who might watch and not like it, but they're not the ones that have a channel. So who's winning? You're doing your own
thing. You're getting.
Thing, and don't even just.
It's like you're getting the view.
It's bound to happen. Someone's gonna dislike what you're doing. No matter what, everyone has haters, and it's like, if everyone loves you, you might be doing something wrong.
I know, and even if they watch the video, you get an extra view. Hey, that's all up to you. That's all you. And like, one thing I do.
Right, if you have a hater.
Yeah, and like, everyone's gonna have at least one hater. Like, everyone. But for every one hater, there's 10 people who like you.
Exactly.
Right. You have to just focus on those things.
And if you feel, sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. I was gonna say, there's like an old saying that it's like, you can be like the best peach in the world, and there'll still be people who like apples instead. Like, it doesn't matter.
And
like,
if you feel happy uploading what you're uploading, then you just keep doing your own thing, and you block out the haters.
Yeah. And it's also one, for advice, I'd also have to say, don't be afraid to come out with your original content. Because for me, I didn't start doing reactions on my channel until a year after I started my channel. I would do my original stuff, and that's how I kind of got my, like, channel to grow. But then, like, obviously MP reactions did help a lot, but
Yeah.
don't be afraid to put out your original content. Yeah, you may have 50 subscribers from doing it, but you're getting your name out there.
Adding on to that, we completely agree with all of that. Don't think that if your original content gets less views than your reactions, that it's subpar content, because that's the good stuff and no one appreciates it.
We still experience that completely. We'll make a video that there's so many times when we've like spent so much time thinking about a video and like
so much goes into
putting so much thought into it, and it gets like way less views than something we did on a whim or like a random reaction that we didn't even think we were gonna do or something like that.
And then but we're still happy that we have it up there because we like to watch it and we like that we made it.
And we know that the people who subscribe for that kind of stuff will keep coming for that kind of stuff, you know, and that's like the people who watch that are people who really enjoy what you do and what you create, and we'd rather have that than a bunch of empty, I'm looking for my favorite group's reaction sort of subscribers.
Okay, next question, Now, since 2017 has been a pretty brutal year when it comes to scandals and even groups disbanding. Now, out of all the events that have happened within 2017, what is the most memorable event that hit you the hardest, whether it being a scandal or a group disbanding? Anything?
It's like you said, it's been quite an eventful year.
Maybe if we'll throw two different ones. Disbanding wise, Sistar.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's tough.
That one, everyone was like, the Queens of Summer, this is not fair. But like, if they're gonna do their individual things, we obviously have no control over it, but that was a shock. That was a bombshell. Maybe all the things happening at the top.
Yeah.
That's
like,
it's heavy.
And it's like stuff that really makes you think about, like, it like humanizes everyone. Because there's a lot of times when people can lose the fact that people are people, and that like these like huge stars, and you'd think him of all people would like doesn't give a shit about anything, like or whatever, because of how we see him and all that stuff. And it's like, you know, the things like that make people start to have real conversations about things and like really think about the fact that everyone's a person.
Yeah. And like one thing I've noticed within the years, because I've been into K-pop since 2006, so
oh damn,
yeah. And let's remind you guys, I'm 18 years old.
Oh my god, so it's been your whole life.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
Yeah, so I've been a fan of it, so I've seen a lot of things happen, and it's just interesting, and I guess I would say kind of cool. I mean, like, it's not cool, like, if the group ends up disbanding or whatever scandal's going on, but I think it's cool on how the fans come together at those times and they just feel like, oh, it's alright, don't worry about it, or like...
Definitely.
It's just...
Because there's so many fandom wars that it's like, it's kind of weird that it takes like something like that for everyone to be nice to each other, but also at the same time it's nice to see everyone like supporting each other, and the fandoms that were like kind of rude to each other coming together to like support.
Yeah. And like, to be honest, like out of all the fandom wars there's only 2 fandoms that go out it every single day, and I think we both know what those fandoms are.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
So, and like, since I know, like, for Agase, because I am also a fellow Agase, we don't really get into fandom wars that much, and as a hardcore Angel since 2010, we honestly don't get into fandom wars at all, because
I never see that.
unless someone starts to push our buttons. Like back in 2014, Teen Top ended up winning first for Missing, but a lot of people thought that Angels ended up breaking the voting. So, like, we as Angels, we do not, like, go into fandom wars, or we don't, like, say anything unless you push our buttons. And then, like, that's when the storm comes out. Like, I think the biggest storm that I've ever seen Angels have is whenever Elja left.
I mean, you're not gonna not react to that situation.
Exactly, and my friends, like, I have a lot of friends that love Elja to death. But Elja was the member who got me into Teen Top, like, pre-debut, because his name was freaking awesome. I was like, yes, Elja, that name is awesome.
That's it.
So, like, he was a member who got me into Teen Top, so obviously I was really crushed, but now people are hating on him and, like, saying, like, what he did was wrong, and I'm like, I can, like, me as a person, I'm always that person that can see both ways on things. Like, I can always see both ways. And, like, people are saying, well, he did Teen Top wrong. I'm like, yes, he did, but then again, he had to have a lot of thought into leaving, you know.
Exactly. And people, like, they'll fight fight with each other about these things, but no one actually knows, like, the behind the scenes and everything, and that some people make decisions based on, like, personal things, just, like, no one, and then everyone's like, you're the reason, and it's like, we're just fans, actually, so we are not influencing it.
And one thing I've noticed throughout the years is that the newer fans that come along, the less they know about it. Like, as for me, since I've been a fan for 11, 12 years, I've seen this happen so many times, and I'm just like, well, I understand, like, they had to go through so much with the company and stuff like that, whereas with newer fans, they're just like, why are you leaving? You shouldn't be leaving, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
There's stuff happening, just let it happen.
Everyone has very strong opinions right away without looking into it.
Yeah.
We even, like, when you ask the question of, like, who we, like, what fandoms we, like say we are, there are certain ones that we are in the fandoms as far as, like, loving the groups and following the groups, but that it's like we almost don't want to subscribe to certain, like, titles because that immediately brings so much, like, baggage with it. And we're like,
we're not one of those. We're not going to be a problematic. We just love the group.
Yeah. Like,
and there are some groups that we have no problem saying what we are because we're like, Mon Babies have never caused a fucking issue anywhere. And then
Carrot say the name 17. Monster Group 17.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Like you said with the Agassi, it's like we're more public with those ones because it's a lot lighter and it's a lot more just about
like,
that.
There are a lot of people nowadays, whenever it comes to fandoms fighting, they don't want to associate themselves with that fandom, but they love the group. Like, with me personally, I don't like to associate myself with ARMY. I don't like to. But I love BTS. I love them as a group. I just don't want to associate myself as an ARMY. And
we were even hesitant to literally say the word when you ask, because it's like, we so often don't say that aloud just because of what, like, because there's so many, like, as an ARMY, or, like, as an XOL, and it's like, okay, listen, we're not doing that, but we're also not going to not say those names because we love the group so much.
Exactly. Yeah, like, there are a lot of people, a lot of my friends personally, they really love BTS, but don't want to be considered an ARMY, along with EXO, and sometimes even Big Bang, which is really shocking to me. But, you know, it's just interesting to see on how fandom wars can cause that. Cause people like, oh, well, I'm not an ARMY, but I love BTS. You know, it's just interesting to see on how impactful fandom wars are.
Yeah, right? And they're all made up.
Pretty much.
The groups all love each other, so we look dumb.
Exactly, pretty much. Like, I will always remember whenever the EXO-Ls and freaking ARMYs always go at it, and then they saw a video of Taehyung and Baekhyun hugging, and then they just stopped, and I was like,
hey guys, they hang out while you fight.
Exactly.
But do the fighting if you want. Whatever.
Now the last one is.
Babes, who cares?
Now the last question I have is kind of just a talking spree, because I'm pretty sure y'all wouldn't mind talking about this, as I would not mind talking about my experience as well. Out of the YouTuber community, you two are the most popular for your interactions with the boys of GOT7.
Stop.
Oh god.
Really though, I think there's only about 5 to 6 YouTubers who have actually had a pretty decent interaction with GOT7, and I'm pretty positive I can I can name the YouTubers because I am one of them.
Yeah, Robin. Now you're gonna have to name them.
Me, you, Ashley, Dre, Kenny, and my friend Ariana.
Write it down.
There we go.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
So, can you please explain some of your interactions with GOT7 and how y'all felt afterwards, and I'll even give
Don't
you...
attack us.
Okay.
I'll give you... Don't worry, you won't be alone. I'll give you my interaction with GOT7 and even my ultimate bias group.
Can we start with you, actually? When I stressed, you said a big thing.
Okay, do you want to hear ultimate bias group or second ultimate bias group?
Oh my god, I don't even know.
Alt it. Let's alt it.
Yeah. Tell the top.
Bias group then. Okay, so my bias group is Team Top, if you can't tell by, like, the posters.
No!
And then you see, like, one EXO poster, and a GOT7, and a GOT7.
Down there.
Yeah.
Blonde young J GOT7.
You should see behind my laptop right now, because
Oh my god.
it's even worse. Like, there's just hello posters. But,
I just everything.
yes. So, my interaction with Team Top. So, I went to Team Top last year when they came to Dallas, because I live in Texas. And they came to Dallas, and I was really excited because they were supposed to come in Dallas in 2014, but did not because we didn't fund enough money for them to come to Dallas. Yeah. So they finally came, and I went to go see them with a friend, and it was really awesome. I got like of course I had to get VVIP because ultimate biases, and
when they come, you have to go all out.
Exactly. So I got the best tickets. I was 4th row, except I was on the side, so like I didn't really get to like see them full on. I had to look at them this way, and I was like, it's alright though, I see my ultimate bae, you looking fine, yes boy. So I was watching, and Chunji is my ultimate bias, by the way. Chunji had a solo stage, and he sang a song from King of the Masked Singer. And I started crying after he hit his high note.
I'm bawling my eyes out.
I started crying when he hit his high note, and I just started bawling. And like my friend, her name was Aaliyah, she saw me like crying and started laughing. And as Chunji was walking off the stage, the lights shined on me,
like on your film, like on
my face while I was crying, and he saw me and went and walked off.
He was like, killed it, did it exactly.
And then I also had like for VVIP you had photo op and high touch, and freaking high touch was what? It was right after photo op. Okay, cool.
No.
So
we have to see you and then we have to see you again. It's not fair.
No, you didn't even leave. Like literally, you took the photo and then you went right through high touch. Like that's literally how it went. So it was insane. I have audio of this, by the way, because
oh my god.
So,
Garrett.
Well, actually, no. The thing is, like, I could have gotten video because I thought they weren't like the way Jazzy was whenever they brought GOT7.
Yeah. Yep.
The company that brought them, I literally could have gotten fucking video of them.
Footage of the whole thing.
Whatever. So like we were walking up, and like for whenever I met GOT7, there was like a kind of like a passageway, but the door was closed. With Teen Top, the freaking doors were wide for fucking open. So I like peeked in while like the group in front of me.
Don't do that.
You're telling me. I like peeked in while the group in front of me was taking the picture. I saw Eljo and busted ass right in there. All you hear was a thud, and I was like, well, damn. Eljo and Changja, they were the two last ones that like could see out the door. They like looked at me, and I saw Eljo laugh, and I was like, oh, there we go.
It's just wow, it doesn't seem real. You see him in real life, and you're like, this is fake. No, still fake. You guys are holograms. Don't care.
Exactly. So then, like, I went to go put my stuff down because we had to put our stuff down before we took the picture with them. And there was 6 girls in front and 6 behind. And I'm really tall, so I decided to go behind them. And I was like begging my friend, her name is Misa, her sister was next to Misa, and Misa's bias is Neil, and Neil was sitting next to Chunji. And so Misa's sister was like in front of me, and I was like, yo, Ileana, like, let me get in front of you. I need to be by Chunji, like, yo.
Which was me.
I need this.
Exactly, like, I almost started crying because she was like, no, and I was like, please. And this is like all in front of T-Top, literally, like 5 feet away from me. Like, I was like, please.
Will let me do it.
So like all that happened, and he was like, okay, fine. So I like rushed, and I'm like in between Ileana and Misa, and it went Neil, Chunji, and then Ricky. I have to look at my picture for confirmation. Yes, Ricky. So I was in the middle of them, and this is the most awkward thing to say, but it's so funny at the same time. I have never seen the most like that boy's back of the head is so beautiful.
That guy is ridiculous.
Literally. So like I was like looking at him, and I was gonna say hi to him or like be like Chunji so he could like turn around. Nothing. Fucking nothing. I was just staring at him. Like I'm hovering over this boy, like staring at him. And he literally, because like whenever I was going behind him, he was like leaning back in the chair and everything, and like real chill and everything. Then he decides to fucking lean forward. And all I see is like the spine popping out of his shirt and the
And I'm not minding this view.
Exactly. I was like, hello, how you doing? And I was like hitting my friend Misa. I was like, Misa.
Right?
It's his human body.
No, I was like, his spine. She was like, what the fuck, Robin? I was like, sorry. So then they his spine. Thank God Eljo, the member who spoke English, was like far away from me at that point. because I don't think he heard me say that. So like, then he was like, okay, we're gonna take the picture in 3, 2, 1. They took 2. Of course, the fucking one they used is the one where I look like I'm staring at the back of Chunji's head.
Oh my god.
That has happened before.
Like, I will send you guys that photo on Twitter in a little bit. Like, it's so bad. So like, it looks like I'm looking down at his head, and I'm like, oh my god. I swear to God, I was looking at the camera.
Thank you for using that one.
Yeah. So like, then they were like, okay, line up against the wall for high touch, and we were like, bitch, what now? We were all shook. We were like,
we need to recover.
Exactly. Like, I was like, I need to recover. I just saw that boy's spine. Like, so like, they were like, okay, and then like the girl started going, and I was like, oh fuck, I need to say something to them, because whenever I get to my Got7 story, you'll hear that I didn't say shit to Got7. So like, I was like, I need to be confident. This is my own base. Like, I need to do it. So like, I got to kneel, and I like high-fived him, and because I was going to say 감사합니다, which means thank you in Korean, to all the members, and then when I got to Chunji, I was gonna say 사랑해요, which means I love you to him. So like, I got to kneel and I like high-fived him, and I was like I was about to like high-five Chunji, and I was like, 감사합니다! And then like, I got to Chunji, and I was like, 사랑해요! And like, he looked at me, and he like smiled, and then like did this, like, and like, before I got to high-five Ricky, he like grabbed my hand, like this, and I was like, it was so funny.
Okay, yes. I'm actually still trying to talk to him because I saw his spine earlier, but...
So like, he did...
Sure.
So Chunji like grabs my hand while I'm trying to like go high-five Ricky. I'm like, I need to high-five Ricky, yo. And like, what really sucks is I forgot Ricky and Cap ever existed during that thing because I was so starstruck by Chunji. So like,
there's no time.
There's too many and it makes too much sense.
Exactly. So like, I said 감사합니다 to Ricky and Cap because I completely forgot they existed. And then who was next? Was it Eljo? Yes. So Eljo was next. This fucking boy. I like high-fived him, I was like, 감사합니다, and he like looked at me, he kind of like, he like nodded at me and was like, I know? And I was like,
no you don't.
You know who? You know who?
It's not me.
I was like, you know me, because like, I was like bawling my eyes out with Chunji, so yes, that's me, but like, you know, whatever. So like, he was like, I know, and I was like, and then like, I got to Changja, who was last, I was like, 감사합니다, and like, I ran to get my stuff, I was like, I'm done.
I gotta go.
Exactly. It's like, gotta blast! Like, I was out. And yeah, and then one thing I did forget to mention is like, during the concert, they were doing like, questions from the fans. And they did it both during rehearsal and like the actual concert. So like, during the actual concert, Chunji came over to my side, and I was holding my Chunji side, like above my head, phone right here, like, Chunji! You know, looking like a fucking weirdo. And
But it probably got him to see you, so.
yeah, he saw me. Most definitely. He looked right into my phone. He looked right into my phone camera, but then picked the girl in front of me, like right in front of me. I was like,
thanks.
I got so offended. I was like, okay, nice.
Do I not have your name on my sign right here?
Exactly. So that was my interaction with.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Do I know you? Oh my god. I don't think so.
He goes, no, he didn't say, do I know you? He goes,
it was, I know you?
Oh,
no,
like,
that's worse, actually.
Like,
that's
what
horrible.
do you mean?
Like, and what really sucks is, like, on the audio, you couldn't hear it. So I'm like, he said it. I promise you guys, he said it.
I know what happened.
I was like, I promise you guys, he said it. But, like, it was just so funny, because he, like, looked at me like this, like, I know you.
Like,
and
where we met, and you're like, you know.
And, like, I was like,
you have the wrong person.
yeah, and I was like, could it be from YouTube? Probably. But I'll continue on with, like, that story whenever after you guys explain one of your experiences with
there's nothing has happened.
You know, we can't really explain most of the experiences.
What are we even talking
about? The first time we ever, like, came face to face with them was at random. We were soaking wet in Times Square.
No, we will not talk about that thing.
Okay, because I personally try not to count when we went to TKC in Toronto because that didn't go very well.
No, getting up on the ground.
We didn't. So that was our first time, like, meeting them. But our first, like, thing that was like a thing was in July when we saw them in Times Square, and we were.
Hold on. The whole story is such a mess.
It takes us, first of all, a as you've seen in our videos, it takes a fucking hour to explain each thing.
Hold on. Let's pause for a minute though. When I saw that video, I think, no, it was the Bam Bam video that, like, that's how I found your channel, was through the Bam Bam one. And, I watched that one because I was, like, on the net, or, like, suggested, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I could not stop laughing, and I was like, if these two girls aren't me, if these two girls are not me when it comes to, like, randomly seeing idols, I don't know.
Everything's just wild.
Like, those are things that blow our mind the most, like, the stuff that literally happens by chance. Like, we're like, who the fuck set this up? Like, we're like, what happened?
We were in Times Square.
We were stuck anyway.
It was like we were soaking wet.
We were stuck in the rain. Hadn't been able to, like, we hadn't eaten all day. We had the most
go back to our
disgusting Airbnb in the whole
world. There were
world.
toenails in the bed.
It was like a miserable day overall, but we were so excited to see them.
We decided to just stand in the rain and just get over it. We didn't care anymore. So then we were like, we're the only ones actually out in the open. Should we maybe move under a covering?
We were like, people might think that there's something wrong if we're just sitting. We were literally sitting in front of the red stairs, like, just letting the rain happen, and there were no other humans around us. And we were like, this might look strange.
Yeah.
So let's move to the side with everyone else.
So we start walking over towards, I don't remember what store it was. That part's not relevant. But then I see Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh god, Yu-Gi-Oh! Got Kevin. And I literally go, Peggy, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Peggy, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're like, no, it's not. I've never seen it. What?
And then Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we turned, and then it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And Mark and Young Jay, and we were like,
how did you, like, my whole thing is, like, how did you just, like, stay there and, like, not run away? Like, if I ever ended up having that happen to me, I would be like, bye, bitch, and, like, run the other direction.
We kind of did run away in a way, like, we were ahead of them. We were ahead of them, so we were like, okay, so we weren't going to turn around suddenly and be like, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So we tried to act as normal as possible because we're like, we love you so much, but we're fine. So we kept walking and they were behind us, and then they started sprinting to get to a car. They started sprinting to get to a car because it's raining, and we were like, so that did just happen. That absolutely happened.
We crossed paths when we got to the end of the sidewalk and we realized, well, we can't walk 6 blocks for no reason because they're behind us, so we had to turn around. Because we were like, we couldn't leave the Times Square area. We had no money, and our thing was in Times Square, so we were like, we can't leave. So we turned around, and then they, like, went right by us, and we were like,
didn't even say anything.
No, didn't even say anything, just made random eye contact, and we're like, you probably looked very nervous.
And then later in Times Square,
Bam Bam walked directly into us.
Bam Bam ran at us, and so did JJP. But that one, not too much happened there. But it was like, why are you all here? Why are you all here?
We were like,
and then, concert-wise, there's been a bunch of things that are like smaller that are noteworthy, but we're not going to talk for 9 years, so we'll just point out like a few of the things. Jin Young has, every time we've seen them, before we go, we never talk about who's going to remember anyone or who's going to do what.
We assume everyone forgets everything.
We're going to go, we're going to have fun, we're going to meet all of our friends, and that's it. And then Jin Young, every time we've seen them, has done this at us, and we're like, why do you keep doing it?
Can you please, you're remembering. Stop. Because we did the first time he laughed wicked hard, and then at the end of that show, and then the later show that night, because there was 2 in one day, he like did it because he saw us in the same spot. We were like, oh my god, why does he remember that we did that? Yeah. And then the next show, we were like, okay, they meet so many people and have so many interactions that we would never expect them to like know that that's what we did. And so we end up randomly, whenever we've got tickets, we kind of ended up in the same sort of section for no reason. And so we always kind of have the same view of them. And anytime they've seen us, it's always been kind of in the same
Sorry about my dog.
Yeah. But, so like, when he saw us, we were like, okay, we're not going to do it because we don't want to be annoying. Yeah. And we were like, and also we kind of want to see if he does it first, because then we're like, we know. And
then also at the same time, we were like, there's literally not even a single chance.
We were like, he's not going to do it.
He doesn't know you, and he hates you guys.
But then he sees us and does the thing, and we're like, whoa!
We're talking that. It's not us.
I guess he found it very funny that we were super into JJP. I guess, I don't know what struck a chord with him.
Perfect timing, though. How did he know? He was trying to hint to us for months that it was happening.
And he was like, oh my gosh, you called it.
It's happening. And then the Bam Bam thing, which is the craziest thing we've ever been a part of in our entire lives.
I don't think he knows us from seeing us in real life at all.
No. Yeah. We, were like, it's probably from all the concerts and stuff and everything, and then we found out when we got to Skype him No, it wasn't.
It was not.
Because first it was, if people are watching and they don't know, we'll just make it short. We submitted the pictures to ASC, and they put them up on the screen, and then they showed us, and Bim said, "Oh, I know them," but didn't get to elaborate, didn't get to do anything. It was just, "Oh, I know these two."
So we were like,
who? These two? Us
Sure,
two?
okay.
No, thank you. So then we saw a thing on Instagram where it was like, apply to Skype with Bam Bam, and we were like, absolutely. Applied one time, got an email, got to do it and stuff. And then we went on and we were like, we're not letting this end without him telling us how he knows us. We actually started with how do you know us.
Yeah.
And
he did too.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, well, yeah. We popped up and he was like, wait, I know you. And we were like,
what are you talking about?
They're different girls. It's not us.
And we said, hold on, how?
So we were like, how do you know us? And he said, you do YouTube. You have you do reactions. And we were like, which one have you seen? And he like told us which one he saw, and he told us he was gonna subscribe. And we were like, now we delete the channel. Cool. And our channel's getting deleted.
And so
no thanks.
We were talking. We were like, we have had interactions where I think we were just like recognized as people who show up to the U.S. legs of the tour, because it's always the same sort of group of fans. They absolutely recognize other fans who just don't make videos about it, and so it's like the same group of fans that go to shows. So we assumed it was from that, but he apparently did not see us ever there, which is fine. That's okay.
That makes sense. Every time he sees us, he's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he meets us for the first time every time we see them, and that's okay though.
Next time we see them, we're gonna expect him to say nice to meet you. So
yeah, that's true.
We've Skyped, but he still doesn't know us.
But
that's fine.
Yeah, it's
so that's like
it's all very random, and we don't understand it. Or even when people are like, oh, they like know here. We like joke about being like we said at the beginning of this. We're like, oh, the two extra members have got 7, but we fully expect anytime we go that they're gonna be like, hello, thank you for coming.
Yeah, nice.
Are you a new fan? Like,
there's never ever been a time where we think we're gonna go and be like, they know who we are. They could remember our names, and then the next time we go, we'd be like, they have no clue who we are. That's just how that's how we act. We're not like we think we're some higher up thing because we've met them a few times, and it's like that's not.
But they're so great that they literally do take a mental note of people, and they remember, which it's like how when you remember so many people. I mean, any group either, like with your interactions or anything like that, they like will remember a face and like be like, no,
and that's how you know they care and they love all their
that's how you know you chose the right fucking ones.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, when I watch your interactions with GOT7, or like watch your videos talking about it, I was like, see, now my interaction with GOT7 is like awkward.
Yep.
Oh god, it's awkward. So
you were like, I didn't say a damn thing.
I didn't say a damn thing. So, GOT7's Fan Meet in 2015 was the first ever K-pop related event concert.
Sorry, did you see JB in a tank top?
Oh yes, I did. And took a picture with him in a tank top. And took a picture.
Oh, getting disconnected, Robin. Get out of here. You saw
that day,
tank top JB.
When they were doing shake it for me.
They shook it for you.
Oh,
I think I got a picture of him too.
I understand why you couldn't say shit. Are you serious?
Literally though. Okay, so like, that was the first like concert, K-pop, anything like related to that I've ever went to in my life. So I was new to this. I was completely new. So like,
what a way to get in, yeah.
I know, and I thought, you know, with T-Top I'd be like, oh okay, I've experienced this. Oh fuck no, I was wrong. So like, I went to see GOT7 and they were amazing. And at this time, Mark was my bias. I'm now Jinyoung bias, like hella Jinyoung bias. Like, I see you, Peggy. I see you.
That's what's up.
So like, at this time, I was Mark bias. And one thing I do have to say though before I continue is the fucking moment I switched to Jinyoung, Mark starts talking.
Right, he wakes the fuck up. Yeah.
Exactly.
He wakes up and gets arms.
Exactly. So, I was Mark biased, so I was like watching Mark, and a majority of Mark's position was on when you're looking at the stage, the left side.
Left side, yeah.
Yeah, so I was on the right side. So I got a lot of, J-Bum and Yukyung on my side.
No, fine, not a bad situation.
So I got a lot of J-Bum and Yukyung on my side of the stage. So, I was like watching, and you know, it was really fun and enjoyable. My friend and I, Nika, we sent in a dance cover for the contest to play a game with GOT7.
Yeah, yep.
And we got picked, but they only let one of us go up on the stage, and which really fucking sucks because I was the one who came up with the idea to do that dance cover.
That's messed.
I know. So I let her go on stage because GOT7 is her ultimate bias group. So I was like, yeah, you go on stage, and if anything happens like that with Team Top, then I'll go on stage, you know? So I let her go on stage or whatever. But before that, they performed Magnetic, and that to this.
No, they didn't. No.
I love Magnetic. That's my favorite song. So like they played.
Dance practice.
Like they played Magnetic, and before the show there was a flash mob, and I was a part of it. So we had to learn Magnetic for the flash mob. So they were performing Magnetic, and my arm was fucking tired from recording the concert because I like to record the concert so I can remember.
Yeah.
So I gave it to my sister. I gave my camera to my sister to record because she's not that big of a GOT7 fan. I mean, she likes Jackson, but that's about it. So I gave it to my sister, and she started recording. And then like when it got to the chorus, I would start like doing the hand motions of it.
Oh my god.
Fuck. No one could prepare me for what was about to happen. So like the first time the chorus came on.
Prepare us.
The first time the chorus came on, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! That child! Okay, he like glanced over in my section because that's where he was. Like, he was over in like my section for dancing. And he like glanced over and kind of smiled. But you couldn't see his fucking eyes because his hair was like right here. And I was like, where are your eyes at though? So he like glanced at me and just smiled. And I didn't really realize that he was looking at me because I was paying attention to Mark. So then Mark came over to my side, and you know where they like do the hearts at girl.
Yeah.
Mark looked right fucking at me and was like, and I was like, I was like, excuse me? So like, I just slowly fall into my chair, like, okay.
No thanks.
The second time the chorus comes on, I do the hand motions again.
Yeah.
And Yu-Gi-Oh was literally, if I send you the video, you will see that Yu-Gi-Oh is looking for me. He was looking for me, and he saw that I was doing the hand motions and went like, hey! And I went, oh my god! And fell to the floor. Like, why is it the instant something happens with my, like, with the bias group, I just fall.
All the time.
My knees just give out. Like, if you watch a lot of my MV reactions, you will see that my knees just give out.
Yeah. Body can't take it.
Exactly. So like I get back off the floor, and I look up, and Mark is looking at me like this.
Like, where did you just go?
Because all he sees is me rise up from the floor. So he was like, he like looked at me like that. So then at the my friend got to play the game with GOT7, and who did she get the first time? I can't remember. It was Junior, I think. I think it was Jin Young. I can't remember if it was Jin Young. Cause it wasn't JB and it wasn't Mark. Cause I would have been, no, it was Jin Young. It was fucking Jin Young. And I hate her for this. So like, she got Jin Young, like she had to guess Jin Young was behind her. It was that guessing game. And everyone got it wrong, so they did another round. And Bam Bam is her bias, so Bam Bam was behind her. But Mark kept acting like he wanted to go behind Nika. And I was like, fuck you, Mark, if you go behind Nika. Exactly. And no, I was like, you can hear the fan cam. Mark, I swear to God.
That's literally awesome.
So like, Bam Bam went behind Nika, and actually one of my friends ended up winning. She guessed, I think it was, no, it was J-Bomb. J-Bomb was behind her, and she guessed J-Bomb.
No.
And she got a picture.
It doesn't matter who was actually behind me. I would have guessed JB anyway.
Yeah, same. I would guess Jin Young every single time. Be like Jin Young. But she got it right, so she got her own picture with GOT7. I know, right? I know, right? So then at the end they did like bouts.
No, we've seen enough of that.
No. That day went down in history.
I cannot express how much extraness was there.
Yeah.
Like,
and
we were there.
What really sucked for me is that I had the aisle seat, and that's whenever everyone rushed the stage. So I literally got pushed into my sister. And my sister was like, Robin, go! And go up there. I was like, okay! So I like went up there, like tried taking pictures, and I got like a blurry ass picture of Jin Young and a blurry ass picture of JB, but it's okay.
Can you send them, of course?
I'll try. If I can find them, I'll try.
Come on over.
Yeah. So I got those, and then the concert was over. So then we had to wait for photo op. So, Lord. So with photo op, like I said, like there's an interesting way for us to go into the room, and the door was halfway, like closed slightly, but you could see someone. I saw fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I would have turned around. I would have walked away.
I saw Yu-Gi-Oh, and I said, "Oh my god, I see Yu-Gi-Oh!"
Did you hit the floor?
Yes. I hit the wall behind me. I hit the wall behind me and the floor. Like, boom. And my sister was like, "What the hell, Robin? I'm sorry." And like, remind you, this is the first time I've ever done this. So like, we went inside, and my goal was to sit in front of Mark, because he was my bias. So obviously, I want to sit in front of my bias. I walk into that room, and I blanked the fuck out. I looked at all the members, and I couldn't find Mark. I couldn't even put a name to a face when I walked in.
Oh my god!
I blinked out. So then, like, we're going, like, following the line to go to our chairs or whatever. And I'm following the line. First person is Jin Young. That boy. The boy gave me so much life. And I'm so happy that Jin Young was not my bias at this time, because I actually said something to Jin Young. So,
like, cool.
Yeah, so like Jin Young, he was like, that boy is fucking tall compared to me, and I'm pretty tall for a girl. So he's pretty tall, and I read up about them. They were like, all their profiles were saying that they were my height. Fuck no, they were not.
Yeah, they're all tall. They're all super tall.
Yeah,
well,
so
not all, but
yeah, because like I'm 5'10", and apparently like if you look up like their profiles, like Jin Young and Mark are supposed to be 5'10". They were fucking taller than me. So I like looked up at Jin Young, and then looked down, and I was like, he like held his hands out to me. So I like went to shake him like so fast. I was like, and then all you hear is, "Hi, Jin Young." So soft, so soft. And he like, I look.
It came out, right?
It came out. It came out. Like I was like,
if it was mom, you would have said nothing, probably, right?
Nothing at all. So like I like looked at him and like did that. I was like, "Hi, Jin Young," and it was so soft. And I like looked back up at him, and he was like, "This," and I was like,
"Oh my god."
Next to him is fucking Mark.
Oh, and then you put names to faces and you remember who's who.
Yeah, so like it was just so funny because like I saw Jin Young and I was like, "Hi, Jin Young," and then like I scoot over to look at who's next to him.
You're like, "Oh no, I made a mistake."
It was Mark, and I just I made a noise, a very interesting noise when I saw him, because I was like smiling. I was like, "Hi, Jin Young," and I'm really happy, and I got to Mark and I just go, "Oh."
How did he respond to that?
His face was so funny. He was like,
"Oh my god, I feel like you can see it in my head."
He like looks at me like that. He looks at that like me, and I was like analyzing his jawline, because I guess my thing, I like jawlines apparently for my bias.
Fine, what you're saying.
Yeah. So like I was like looking at his jaw, like I was analyzing his face for the like 0.3 seconds I had.
Yeah.
The security guard, like everyone was already sitting down, and like there was like there were 6 chairs, and I think there were 5 chairs, and then 5 people were sitting in front. Luckily, I got a chair. But I was literally the last person standing, and I was just looking at Mark. Because everyone had already, like, rushed in to take the picture, so I was already looking at Mark. The security guard comes over, and I was like, "Sit down!" Like, pushed me down into the chair. Let me remind you, guess who's next to Mark? JB.
No, they did not. No! That's a personal
How are you supposed to respond to that?
Exactly!
You put one next to the other and you're like, this is so bad, but it would be, if anyone was next to anyone, it would be so bad. With
Exactly.
those 3, that's horrible.
Exactly, so it's like, because like, okay, the thing that was my, back then was like, Mark was my bias, Jin Young was my second bias, and JB's my bias, right? Now it's kind of flipped. Jin Young is my bias, Mark is my second bias, but JB is still my fucking bias, right? So, like, all that happens, right?
These days, the picture worked out perfectly.
Exactly. Either way. So my sister's sitting next to Jin Young, and like this girl is like sitting next to JB, and like they sit me down in front of Mark, and I'm literally like this. Like, oh my god. This asshole. Yeah. This asshole named Mark Twan decides to do this. Like, put his hand on my shoulder Just for like 0.5 seconds, not even like to last the picture. He does that. I screamed "Kamchegya," which means you scared me in Korean. I yelled back. I was like, "Kamchegya!" And I will always remember this because I realized that I said that in front of all of GOT7, and I just went, "Fuck." And I look over to JB, like I literally did the like that. Looked over to JB, who's on my left, and I'm like, he was like, "Hangugo 알아요?" which means you know Korean. And I was like, and then like I look over this way to Jin Young, and he's waving at me like a 2-year-old.
Oh my god.
So then they take
what's happening at one time.
No way.
Right. And this is all in the span of like 2 minutes, not even. Like, oh my
Right,
god.
oh my god.
So like all of a sudden I feel like kind of pressure on my head, and Mark is like doing peace signs like by my head, and I'm over here all like I don't know how to smile. I was like,
you know what's happening, but you'd rather it not be happening.
yeah, I could not look at Mark after that. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I wanted to do this and like look at it, but I couldn't do it. I was too scared. So then
Too much. It's too much.
yeah, they took the picture, and then like the group sitting on the floor like left, and then we got up and left. And then after that interesting interaction with JB, I just completely skipped him. I was like, bye.
No, you've done enough, yeah.
Yeah. Next to him, was it Jackson? Yeah, Jackson was next to him, and he was on a fucking tank top. Those shoulders though. Those shoulders though. I look at Jackson, and he, you know, he gives that Squirtle smile, like, you know. So like, I like looked at Jackson, he held it out in his hands, I was like, "Hi Jackson!" So chill. So freaking chill. Jackson, "Hi Jackson!" You know, shook his hand. And then I started like leaving. I didn't even get to look at the other 3 members, which really sucked. I didn't get to look at the maknae line. The ones that are actually closer to my age. So we started
Well, the
leaving.
big boys are in town, right?
Yeah. So like we started young and rich. So like we started leaving, and my sister passed me, so I'm the last one out. I was 3 steps from leaving the damn room. And then this interesting thing happened. I was 3 steps from leaving the room, and then I realized who I sat by.
Oh my god, you were like...
No, I didn't. I screamed, "Oh my god, I sat by Mark." In front of,
Oh my god.
in front of GOT7.
You were almost home free.
I was almost home free, like, I couldn't wait 3 steps later to say that. So, like,
Just fell right out.
so, like, I was like, "Oh my god, I sat in front of Mark!" And then I took another step, and then I realized GOT7's still behind me.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
So I turn around. Before the other group came in for a photo op, I turn around. I look at Jin Young and Mark. They're laughing their asses off. They thought that was hilarious. And I look at every single member of GOT7. I got to Bam Bam, who was really close to the end. And he goes, "Hey, I know you. You're from YouTube." I can't express how fast I ran out of that room.
Like,
No, those 3 steps became 0.5 steps. I'm out.
Yes. So like he said that so chill too. He goes, "I know you. You're from YouTube." And I was like,
No, that's not right. Not her.
I was like, and I ran.
Just get out.
you have the wrong girl. Gotta go.
Yeah, got a blast. But
That's wild.
yeah,
Oh my god.
so then
They really are the best though. Like all of the K-pop boys and girls, everyone remembers everyone, and then
They
you're like,
really
wow,
do.
they make me feel so special. But then it's like they're not doing it to like be like, no, I have to remember or they'll hate me, and it's like
Yeah.
they just remember.
And like the most interesting thing was my sister was really hungry because we didn't eat food that day. So we went to this convenience store kind of over by the venue. And I was like, I had my camera footage and I already had my laptop with me, so I was trying to find the footage of Yu-Gi-Oh pointing at me because I knew it was on camera. And I look, like my friend called me and she was like, "Robin, where are you?" I was like, "At a convenience store." "Why?" She goes, "Look behind you." And I just see a black van like go by and goes to the Walmart right next to the convenience store. And I was like, "Nuh-uh." I got out and looked, and I see GOT7 going into the freaking Walmart. That was like,
GOT7 loves Walmart.
They really
Yeah.
They love Walmarts in Texas.
yes. So like I saw them like go to the Walmart, and I was like, "Hello." But I didn't follow them because I wanted them to have their privacy. So I was like,
Very sweet.
yeah. So I was like, okay, well, GOT7's at Walmart, right next to me. That's cool, I guess. Whatever. And then the night ended.
Yeah.
What a whirlwind.
That's some shit. A lot went down.
And yeah. And now a lot of people. I'm going to KCON LA this year.
Sweet. might be as well.
Please do, please do, please do, please do.
We really want to. It's literally a matter of like money and tickets, but if we can, we absolutely are.
Do it, cause then we can spaz over 17 together.
No, stop.
Oh my god.
But a lot of people, because I have 3 playlists on my channel that I'm known for: Robin's Teen Top, Robin's Got 7, and Robin's 7.
Nice.
So everyone's like, okay, since you have these interactions with Teen Top and Got 7, 17 must know you too. And I'm like,
right? Yeah.
I'm like, no.
We've talked about that where they like don't say very much like what they know of like the YouTube world, or like they don't like comment on that type of stuff a lot. So it's like it's a true fucking mystery with them. Yeah. But I feel like they're the type to like look into stuff and then be like, oh no, we know everyone.
They know everyone. But they're gonna see you and be like, what's up, Robin?
They'll be like, oh, very familiar. Yes.
I feel like I don't know what I would do because Joshua is my bias in 17.
And he can say it right to you.
He can say it right to you. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, because I know a lot of my viewers have sent 17's Twitter my videos of me reacting like a fucking idiot to Joshua.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, oh no.
Matter of time.
Oh no, no. So like, but I'm excited to go to KCON, and I need to get high touch with 17. Absolutely need it in my life.
To be like, hello, what do you know?
Yeah, exactly. But I can only say that to like Joshua and Vernon. It's like,
right?
I can only say that to them, so I'm gonna be like, you know me. I hope not.
Others would know. They'll probably be like,
they've got enough to have that exchange.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm really scared to do that, to like see them, because I don't know if they know me. And that's what scares me. I'm like, God,
and it's
like, even if it's like too much and like you can't, and it's like you shut down but don't say anything, you appearing though is asking, because if they've seen you, they've seen your face, so you really don't even have to say anything for them to answer that question.
Or they're gonna see you in real life if they haven't, and then they're gonna watch other YouTube videos and be like, wait, we met Robin already, so know her.
But like, something else really interesting though is like my friend, she went to KCON New York, and Kevin Wu is her ultimate bias, and she met Kevin like
she met him. Oh my god!
Twice. She went to his meet and greet, and she sent in questions for the meet and greet, and one of her questions got read out loud, and the MC was like, "Is this person here?" And she like raises her hand, and he goes, "Oh my god, I know you. I've seen your YouTube videos," and I'm over here I'm like crying. I'm like, oh my god. Like, she literally uploaded that video last night. So
that's wild.
That happened, and he was like, yeah, I know you from YouTube. I've seen your video. She's like my biggest fan. Blah 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 blah. Like, saying so many good things about her, and then like she got to get a photo with him.
That is so sweet.
And he was like, oh no, I love your videos, don't worry about it, blah 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 blah. And I was talking to her about it. And Kevin is kind of the person that likes to stalk people, like stalk his fans on Twitter.
Yep.
So I was talking to her, and I was like, wait, how many like views have you gotten on that video that he said that he watched? And she was like, oh, like 200 or something, like 200. And I was like, oh really?
Karen's digging deep.
Yeah. So then I was like, there's a pretty good chance that he saw my stalker reaction.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Absolutely.
Because usually whenever you click on her channel, you'll see like a video from my channel on her list of Jesse's side.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, there's a pretty good chance you've seen my stalker reaction.
Yep. He clicks around.
And
so
I'm like, bring Kevin Wu to KCON, but I'm like, but hope I don't meet him.
I don't want to run into him, but he has to.
Like, actually, maybe you shouldn't see anything I do. Like.
So, yeah, that's really interesting to think
That's
about.
The things these people put us through.
Right. Dude. And it's just insane to think about like how groups can find you through that and like know you and like have nice interactions with you. It's insane.
Right?
It makes me scared to go to KCON, honestly, because I don't know who I'm gonna like end up getting high touch, because I'm getting fucking high touch with someone. But like, I don't know who I'm gonna be getting high touch with. If they say that they know me, I will run off that stage and not even finish.
Literally.
No, I'll probably run away and like not even finish high touch. I'd probably just be like, okay, I'm done.
And that was my day.
Yeah. So,
that would be insane.
Oh my god. But y'all need to come to KCON LA.
We're gonna try. We really are.
We really want to. There's a few people we've talked to that we want to go to like meet and stuff, and obviously we'd love to meet you if you're gonna be there. Like, oh my god, it would be so much fun.
It would be, because like this is my first time going to KCON.
Oh my god.
It's
So like,
gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a good one.
With the groups they have coming so far,
Yeah.
I feel like we might start walking there.
starts today, ends up getting there by August. But yeah, you guys should come to KCON LA. It would be fun.
We've got more reasons to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already had a bunch, but
I'll be there.
absolutely.
Ramen, number 1.
So I just want to say thank you guys so much for doing this interview with me. It was
Thank you for, it didn't even feel like one. It just felt like we were hanging out.
Right?
yeah. And if you want, we can talk a little bit after I, shut this off, because life.
Sure.
But, I just want to say thank you guys so much for doing this interview with me. It was fun. And do you guys have any last words to say?
Thank you for watching, 1, this video, 2, Robin's channel, 3, if you do, our channel.
Right.
Yes.
We
And-
appreciate the friendship, and
Right.
we're glad to connect with so many different people, including Robin, who are just as crazy as we are. We feel the same way we feel about all these people.
And please subscribe to my channel. I don't know when this will be uploaded, but I'm almost to 2,000, which is insane, because
Let's go. We gotta get the goals.
exactly. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe, become a #1 today. Be sure to follow me on social media, and I'll see you all in the next video. 안녕.
Bye!
너만을